Well, this is what we're dealing with now, with bloody shortages and all the rest of it. Here we go. Bloody ordered in 2 sets of tracks a couple of weeks ago, and they hadn't come in. I was running them bloody pretty nervously, and we have this one go here. So yeah, when we've actually had this hired out on dry hire, so we actually luckily enough we got it swapped out with a bloody Bobcat. He was happy enough to go with that. But yeah, then Frank had one hired in on another job, a way higher job, and it was only about a week later, so I left this one down here. Obviously when your man had the Bobcat, and his bloody track went as well. So what we're at the moment is I'm going to take off this bad track and the good track, well, the semi-good track what's on the other side, and yeah, see if we can get this one off, and then I'm going to go down to Warmbro, put that semi-good track on the other one, take off the ripped one on the other Posi, and bring that one back to the yard at least, and then take 2 good tracks off that machine, and then put them 2 tracks back on this machine just so we can get it out of it. And then when the tracks come in, we're hitting the ground hard then for Monday, kind of the start next week, because we need like 3 machines ready for Monday. So yeah, that's the crack. Bit of double handling, but not much you can do, unfortunately. That is about the size of it. So yeah, the thing though about doing these is that they actually do have a little electrical lad here, a little switch here, and what that does is it actually lets in the idler. So basically, essentially, you'll see where it runs there, this whole idler will actually come in. There's a little ram in here. You obviously have to take out this panel first, because that's what actually holds that ram from coming back any further. But if you look in there, you'll see that ram. The only issue with it is that this dirt in here has no place to go, and it is an absolute cant to get it all clean. So it's a good job in the sense that it's actually kind of electric hydraulic, and it's you don't have to go greasing up, it's less messy and all the rest of it. But it takes about bloody a half an hour, 45 minutes just to clean out all in here, because what happens is, I'll show you in a second anyway, but what happens is all the shit comes, you have to get that back to about here, but all the shit just binds up underneath it and underneath that ram in there, and you have to get a big long screwdriver and try and tap it out. Like, they should have probably designed it that that stuff will fall through, but I don't know whether that's what was going to be easy for them to do that or what on the actual frame. But yeah, like I say, it takes about 10 minutes to get on the bloody track, but it takes about half an hour, 45 minutes to clean the shit out from underneath the ram. So bit shitty on that side of things. But yeah, as you can see, that one's actually not coming back, so we'll just have to tap that one back a bit. But I've actually got most of it free on the other side. Kind of, you know, the least amount of chrome that you can see on the ram the better, because that means you can see that it's pulled in nearly all the way. But that actually starts off up here, as you can see on the other side, but we have it back to this little window here, so that should be loose enough if we get the bar on that, and just do a bit of tracking at the same time, and we should get that track off basically, and yeah, get the new ones back on it again. Would be better if I had a compressor as well, but I actually had one mounted on the back of my old unit, and I'm still bloody put one on the back of this. The only problem is to take up a lot of space as well, but I should have actually grabbed it. I think it probably would help as well, and maybe a little bit of water as well would help. But unfortunately, most of the times these things are break and need to be replaced out in the field, so it's probably a good thing to see how it actually goes as well, like. as good as we're going to get. We can probably start taking it back there now, taking it off. We might have to jack it up a bit higher. The machine, hopefully the machine will stay on my jack behind. This type of work if you have a mate with you, but I don't have any mates, so I'm just going to have to keep going myself. That's probably going to be a little bit easier on this side to take it off, because this is the one was actually split, so we can just switch around to the side anyway and see how hard it is for the other one to come off. Hopefully not too bad. Little bit out of breath after that. So yeah, you can see what I mean about if you have a buddy, bring him along and give him a couple of beers afterwards, because it does make life a lot easier. Probably not the done thing to do, I probably shouldn't be showing you, but I'll just put like a bit of weight on the seat in the machine and then just able to let off the handbrake. But yeah, like I said, don't try that at home, as we say to the other guys. But and then was just able to put another bar in the window and just hook the levers from the outside of the machine. But as I say, it's a lot easier when you do it with somebody else, and that's probably not the safest way to do it the way I'm doing it. But yeah, I will get this other track off. I have to rescue another machine, as I was saying earlier on, with this other track. Still waiting on parts and everything to come, and tracks and whatnot, so at least I can get if I get this semi-good track off, get it under the machine, I can get the other Posi track going, and then at least we have one machine back going again, and then it's only a matter of getting this machine back going again when we have the tracks come in. So yeah, when we have the tracks back in, I'll do another video and show you how to get them all back on. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing in reverse. It's probably easier actually to get them off than it is to get back on. The only thing is probably to bring a buddy again, like I said before, when you're putting the tracks back on. But the problem is they're not going to be as malleable, I suppose. They're going to be a little bit tight and everything as well, because the rubber is real fresh and all the rest of it, with newer tracks and all the rest of it. So they're going to be a little bit tighter to put on. But that's the main thing, is bring back that idler as much as you can, and that's going to take a lot of pressure off you. No bothers. Thanks very much, lads. I'll chat to you down the track again.